Hey there, David Hawk here with Marketing Velocity. Thank you for joining me on this video. What I'm getting ready to share with you, I promise you are going to love. So stick with me. I'm going to keep it as short as possible. But first of all, I've got a couple of questions that I need to answer. And the first thing is, what businesses will this work for? And the answer is any business. And I'm going to show you how it will work for any business. In my examples, I'm going to kind of target customers for service businesses, and specifically an HVAC business, but it'll work for retail, it'll work for, like I said, business to business, business to consumer. It does not matter whether you're selling products, services, or anything. Well, I take that back. If you're selling something that's not good for people, or if you're in the adult industry, this will not work for you. So don't watch any more video because you're just wasting your time, and I don't want to do that. But if you are selling something that helps people and actually improves their lives, this is going to work. So stay with me. But the analogy that I heard the other day, I just thought worked so well for this. If you picture a billboard out on the side of the highway and you put your business up there, that might cost you, I think they're a couple $1,000s a month, maybe $1,000. And on up, depending on where you are in the country, prices vary. So, and I guess traffic patterns vary too. But let's just say 100,000 people a day drive by your billboard. You're going to probably get some calls if it's a good ad, good call to action. But out of those 100,000 people, how many are really your target customer? Probably not a lot. So what we're getting ready to do is quit wasting showing your ad to all the people that are not your perfect customer. You know who those people are, and we can target them specifically. So what we're going to do in reality is build a billboard ad and place it in front of them. This one's going to be on their computer screen. Again, do not get worried. There's not a technical issue here. If you're worried about, or if you don't like computers at all and don't even like opening it up or turning it on, I'll tell you how in a little bit you can get some help with that. We will help you if you want us to, but you may not need us to, and if you don't, we're just happy to help you. So I wanted to share this method with you, and it's incredible. So let's go over to the computer right now, and I'll get started, show you how to do this step by step. All right, here we are on Facebook. This is the platform I was talking to you about. And before I get started, if you're one of the people who doesn't like Facebook, don't worry about that. We're not talking about going in and sharing a bunch of stuff with your friends and telling them what you ate for breakfast. What we're talking about is Facebook for Business, and it is incredible. The first thing I want to show you is the Audience Insights tab. So to get there, you see this little down arrow, and just click Manage Ads. This is going to take us over to the Ads Manager as soon as it loads. Sorry, computer's running a little bit slow today. And then we're going to click the Tools drop down and click Audience Insights. Now this is going to do amazing things and tell you a lot of information about people. So if you're really not 100% sure who your audience is or what the best audience is, check out this Audience Insights tab. It's going to tell you a lot about people. First thing you can see is we're targeted for the United States. That's way too big for local businesses. We're kind of looking for a heat and air audience here. And obviously, no heat and air company is going to do business from Chattanooga over to Washington State. So this United States is way too big. Let's lower that down to Chattanooga. That's where I live. So we'll just use Chattanooga, Tennessee. And now you can see we're to 100 to 150,000 active people on Facebook. And a tip here is the active people on Facebook are typically active for about 40 minutes a day. So that gives them a lot of time to see your ads. Now you're going to see we've got demographics, page likes, location, activity, household, and purchase. And this is where you're going to find out more information about your market. But first we need to narrow them down a little bit. Most 18-year-olds are not going to be buying heating and air stuff. So let's take that to 25. and I don't like leaving it at any. So let's change that to 65. All right, and here interests. I'm going to do a quick side note from the heat and air. If you are a retail business or something, this is where you're going to put what people like. And these things are pretty, you've got drop downs and you can get people like advertising, they like agriculture, but this is really much more powerful than that. If you are doing home decorating, for instance, people might like Home and Gardens magazine. You can type in Home and Gardens, and it's going to come up with all this. Here's Better Homes and Gardens, and that's the magazine. And you can see in Chattanooga now we've got 4,000 to 4.5, well, 4,500 monthly active users in Facebook. You can see 90% of them are women. So if we're running ads to this market, you're probably going to want to click just women and focus this thing specifically on women and find out more about them. Sorry, but well, I just wanted to show you that side note if you're a retail business looking at this, because interests is huge, and you may use this also even as a service business. You know, people are interested in home remodeling or just whatever they might be interested in, and you can get really, like I said, down to even people who like peanut butter. So there, you can get as detailed as you want. Just start typing things in, and it's going to prompt you with other things. For our service business, the heat and air company, we're looking for people who own a home. So we want homeowners. And when I dealt with a heating and air company before, their target market was about $120,000 home up to $500,000. So I'm going to take that same range. And you can see now we're at 25,000 to 30,000 monthly active users on Facebook. 56% of them are women, 44% are men. And something important when you're dealing with ads, you want to target a language, because you don't want an ad going to a Spanish-speaking person if it's in English. It isn't going to convert, and you're just going to waste your money if they click on that. That's the other thing with Facebook ads. You only pay if somebody clicks if you're doing cost per click method, which I recommend starting out with. So you only pay if somebody clicks the ad. It doesn't cost you anything for them to see your ad. So if they're Spanish-speaking people and your ad's in English, you don't want them clicking on it. So just show it to English-speaking people. And let's see, we're still 25,000 to 30,000 monthly active users. That's pretty good. Here's what I wanted to show you. It tells you the different lifestyles of people, and it's kind of invisible until you get over there or hover over that bar, but you can see Facebook kind of tells you who these people are. You can see far and away the majority of people, 15% of them, are apple pie families. So this will tell you a little bit more about these people. Their apple pie families are upper middle class couples with school-aged children. They're homeowners, often minivan drivers, and avid radio listeners. So this tells me that for this market, avid radio listeners probably also be good to maybe look into radio ads. The other things that it'll tell you, pages, a lot of times this populates, sometimes it doesn't. In this case it didn't. This would tell you what other pages on Facebook and different things that they liked, but not showing us that. It's not that big a deal. Obviously we chose Chattanooga, Tennessee, so 100% are here. This is kind of interesting. It tells you how they interact with Facebook. What I like here is that ads clicked, you can see it's above average for the average Facebook user. More of these people click on ads, so that's good for us when we're advertising. And then this will show you what kind of devices they're on. And you'll notice here desktop only is down below the average of Facebook. So that means your people are using, mobile only is below average too. But most of your market here is using desktop and mobile. And the importance of this is just if you're going to send people to a landing page on your website, you want it mobile optimized, because if they're clicking and they're seeing your ad on a mobile device, you don't want it to be too small to read or difficult to use in any way. If it's difficult, people aren't going to use it, so it's best just not to do that. You need a mobile website these days. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And of course, you can see all the other what kind of devices they're on. A lot of iPhone, iPods, iPads, that kind of thing. You can see a little bit about their house, and I won't go through that. I'm just going to try and keep this short, but I want to show you their spending also, and you can see what they're purchasing. A ninja marketing tip here. Please, if you're distracted, listen to this. You can see the other things that these people are interested in. So you've got health and beauty, household products, business purchases. Now if you know somebody that owns a health and beauty store, or there's a health and beauty store in your town, what you can do now, you know the majority of your market also likes health and beauty products. So you can go to the person who owns that health and beauty store and say, let's do some cross marketing. You know, they have a customer base, you have a customer list, and if you cross market to those lists, it's extremely cheap. You're just maybe spending enough for a stamp and a letter to go out to these people. Set it up, a letter from the health and beauty store owner to his list recommending you for heating and air services. And then you do the same for him. You know, let's cross market. I've got a list, you've got a list, let's cross market to those. You know this list has that behavior. They like that kind of thing. So you can do that with all of these. It's an incredible way to market, very cheap, very targeted. So give that a try. It also gives you some credibility, because if these people have been doing business with the health and beauty store, they have some trust there, and by them recommending you, they're going to also pass off some of that trust into you. So it's a great marketing tip. So that is the audience insights, and it's why I wanted to show you this. There are some things we're going to get in the create an ad, which I'm getting ready to go into, that you don't get here, but when you create the ad, you don't get to see all this stuff, which I think is very important to know about your market. That said, now it's time to go and look at the create an ad. So there is such a thing as a power editor, and we'll talk about that later if you want to, but right now we're just going to use the create an ad tool. Alright, so now we get to tell Facebook what the objective of our campaign is, and there's a lot of different things in here. I typically use 3 of them, which is increase conversions to the website, send people to the website, or promote my page, or a customer's page. But there's one in here I want to just kind of go over real quick because it may interest you. It's reach people near your business. We're going to reach people near your business, but we're going to do it with these 3 here. We're not going to use this, and I do that because there's not near the targeting ability in reach people near your business. I don't think Facebook's really got that one perfected yet. So we're just going to stay here, and to keep it easy, we're going to go to promote your page. So click that button. I'm just going to enter my own page, and then we click set audience and budget. Let me explain that a little bit, what I just did. I'm wanting people to like the marketing velocity page, and I'm just using that as an example because I would use the heating and air company's page instead of my own if we were actually setting up the account. Or not the account, but the ad for the heating and air company. We would obviously use their page, not the marketing velocity page. So here we are, and Facebook gives us this radius of Chattanooga that you can use, but I really like putting in the address as opposed to the whole city, because this is going to center on wherever. We don't know where that is, but if you put it on, excuse me, I'd have a hard time talking and typing at the same time, but if you put this on your business address, that is going to center the radius on your business. Alright, so let's just do that. Click return, and now you can see we've got within a 10-mile radius, we have a potential reach of 120,000 people. And depending on your business, your radius may be different. You might go, a heating and air company is probably going to go further than 10 miles. I'm going to just say 20 miles because heat and air, well, there I just got rid of it altogether. Let me put that back in just a second. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's put in 20 miles. Alright, so now we've got 210,000 people within a 20-mile radius of the business. Now most, if you're retail, this is probably going to be the 10-mile radius rather than 20. But it's going to give you whatever your best radius is, choose that. It changed us to 18. Let's put that back up to 25 years old and to 65, and you can see now we're at 150,000 people. Something important, if you're going to run ads, you don't want to show ads to people that might not understand it. So if your ad is in English and you have some predominantly Spanish-speaking people out there who don't speak English, you really don't want the ad to show to them, because you're just going to pay to show them, if they click on the ad, you're going to pay for it, and they're not going to be unable to understand it, so it's not going to bring you business. Make sure whatever language can understand your ad, choose that specifically. So we want English here. We're still at 150,000 people. We're doing good. Facebook is going to default to what it thinks your target market should be for this ad. It's way too broad, so just take those out, because we want homeowners, right? So we get homeowners, and make sure you're checking out demographics here. You can see you've also got interests, so you've got people that are interested in home ownership, and then you have people that own homes. So choose the demographics. And now what we get is homeowners. We've got 170,000 people. If you continue to type things in here, this is going to increase this number. And what we're really trying to do is decrease the number, because we're trying to narrow the market. So let's narrow the audience, Facebook says. So let's click this and let's type in, again, we're looking for heating and air. So we might want to know the year the home was built. We might want to target, here again, it depends on what you're selling, but if you're a heat and air company trying to sell new units to homeowners, a brand new house isn't going to need a new unit for about 10 years. It's 2016, so we probably want to go back. We can't go target 2006, but we can go back to 1999, and then if you scroll down here, it's going to give you other options. So we want these older houses. I'm just going to do a couple of these. Alright, that's enough for now. And again, if you're building this ad for yourself, put all of these in here that are applicable. So what this did now, you can see, now we're at 64,000 people. I think we were at 170,000 of just homeowners, but now we've got these older homes that are actually our target market if we're looking to sell new heat and air units. 64,000 people. We can narrow that further, because we know that the majority of our homeowners have a home value. So let's type in home value. And we knew it was 150 or 120,000 actually, up to 500,000. So now we select that, and we've got a potential reach of 46,000 people in the Chattanooga area that are homeowners that own homes of this age, and they're valued at the right value. That's a pretty good list. You can keep going with that. You can keep narrowing this market until you really get it down to your exact customer. For the purposes of this video, I'm not going to narrow anymore because you're just watching me. I think you get the gist here. So now what we want to do is come down here and do an ad budget. Now the nice thing about Facebook, you can do whatever you want here. So you can say a daily ad budget of $5. How incredible is that for a marketing system that's now targeted? You know, I gave you the analogy of the billboard where you've got 100,000 people going down the highway. Maybe 1,000 of them are your target market, but you know, because you've got renters, you've got people that, you know, kids, whatever, you've got all kinds of people that aren't your target market at all, and you're paying on that billboard on the highway for those people to see that. Well, now you're not paying that for them to see it anymore because they're not the market. Now you've got just this target market, and you can kind of see over here, Facebook puts all that information together, who you're targeting here. Well, what this does with a $5 budget a day, it's going to get you out, it's going to show your ad to somewhere between 890 and 2,300 people. And you can see that says estimated daily reach. So it's an estimate. It's not perfect. But it gets you pretty close. And I like that feature because I know, well, maybe 890 is enough, maybe it's not. You can just increase the budget a little bit. Increase the budget to $25 a day, and you can see now we're going to get in front of 2,200 to 5,800 people. So on and so forth. You keep doing that. Well, you can set a start date and an end date. So if you know you just want to give this a shot, you want to, let's say we want to put in $300 to give this a try, then we only want to run the ad for 12 days. So you would change the ad here and just choose the 16th as an end date. Ooh, we better look there. I put something that it does is it defaults to the month out. So we want March 16th, not April 16th. Let's back up, change that to March 16th. Okay, now we're going to run this for 12 days. We've got a $300 budget. And here it's going to tell you you'll spend up to $298.95. Good, that's right within our $300 budget. Something that you can do, Facebook automatically sets this automatic, let them help you with the bid. A lot of people, and if you've done Facebook ads, you may disagree with me, and that's okay. But in my experience, I'm just telling you what I've done. I've done a lot of ads. I like setting my maximum click. You can see, on average, they're saying you need to bid between 74 cents and $2.40. What this means is per person who likes your page, this is what you're going to bid. Well, I typically will start out just a little bit over this bottom categories or bottom price. So I'm going to tell them that I'll spend 80 cents per like. And this is the same way if you're sending them to your website page or anything else. This is all set up the exact same way. I like doing that. It's just the way I do it. So this is an impression. You're going to want to pay page like. And that is essentially it. You've got delivery type. There's some more things that you can do once you go in to create the ad, but that's the next step, is just to post or to upload your ad, and you're off to the races. You're marketing to your target market. And like I said, you've got 2,200 to 5,800 people a day here who should see your ad. Facebook is incredible. If you haven't tried it, give it a try. If it intimidates you in any way, give us a call. I will walk through this with you. I'll do that for free. I'll set this up with you. I'll help you target your market. We'll find out who those people are, what they like, all this whole thing, except we're going to go a little more in depth. and we're going to target this market specifically for your business. And like I said, I'll do that for free. You may be wondering, why in the world would he do that for free? And the answer is because as I go through this stuff with some people are going to want to become a client. And that's how I make my money. Now, that said, I will in no way pressure you to become a client. I'll help you with this and hand it to you, let you take it from there and run with it. That's okay to me. I'll just be happy to have helped you. But like I said, as I go through this, some people are going to say, hey, would you just do this for me? And of course we will. Again, that's how I make my money. So I'm happy to do either one of those. You can contact me. If you're watching this on YouTube, there's a link in the information below. Click that link. It'll take you to the website. And you can just go to the contact page. Let me know that you want the Facebook targeting ads package, and I will get back in touch with you as soon as possible. And I don't work Saturdays or Sundays, so if you're putting this in late on Friday night, you probably won't hear from me until Monday. If you put it in on Friday morning, it still may be Monday, but it's likely that I'll contact you back that day. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, share it with your friends. Leave me a comment below if you've got any questions whatsoever. I'm happy to answer those in the comments below. And until next time, thank you. Download the step-by-step guide. It'll walk you through this and help you to set this up for your own business. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye.